The Change Agency. Changes on the road to eternity. Changing your heart. Articles about change and changing. Hi folks, let me introduce myself. I am Butterfly, the change agent and guiding force of change. The pace or peacemaker. Today we are going to look inside the heart of the heart, and how difficult and hard it may sound, it is going to be a piece of cake. For the clue is going to be the peacekeeper, also called the peacemaker. Not realizing this yet, he or it is connected to the pacemaker and linked to the pacemaker you are familiar with, yes, the one implanted and regulating the heartbeat. Let me start with that man-made device that one needs when the physical heartbeat has gone off natural schedule or capacity and regularity. Heart disease is at the top of the list of death causes, and not strange. When you think about that life is hard, that things and people are hard, that you are hard on yourself and or others, that you need to work hard and are bypassing it because crying and feeling is considered to be a weakness. What about the intense speed of your life and the endless speedy things around you, and you chasing after what your heart desires, with the idea that it will bring finally happiness, contentment, love, and last but not least, peace? Is heart disease not a profound message and symbolically the pacemaker trying to slow you down, giving you time to reflect and to make some changes? Or is it about you getting back as soon as possible to keep going, continuing to attack your heart, staying hardcore and bypassing your heart? Do you want to end up with that physical device, a pacemaker? Do you really think you can find long-term love and peace in the world and being in love with others and the things belonging to the mortal, impermanent world? How long can you experience that which you fell in love with or love? All this is of an impermanent and dual nature, connected to like and dislike, love and hate, including your heart, that is not just one duality, but a double duality experience. The physical heart has 4 chambers, and in those chambers many desires and attachments. And the next question to ask yourself is, if these desires and attachments are of a worldly or eternal nature. Stay aware of the fact that your physical heart is connected to your mind, your intellect, your emotions and feelings, and all created in duality and part of the mortal world, constantly changing and bound to time. All this is connected to a trust you may have 1 minute and lose the next. Is it about how you try to fill up your heart and what your heart desires, or about who or what is going to bring real peace in your heart and really fulfill you? Now I can go from the pacemaker to the peacemaker and the peacekeeper, a source of love and peace that is not from this world, but which created and sustains it. This is something that is not from you, not even from your physical heart, but given to you, and which comes through you. You can give it a name so you can refer to this eternal love and peace. Call it the divine, God, or even the one you believe representing him. This is the ultimate desire. A desire that comes from the heart of the soul or essence within you, through your heart, being him, desiring himself and his creation. When that heart is fulfilled and filled up, any worldly fill-up is not needed anymore. This is how you could experience unconditional love and peace. For when this starts working through you, you accept everything and everybody as His will. And only then can there be real peace. And now comes the last question. How are you going to stay connected and reminded, and especially staying out of the way? Here is where you can proceed from believing, which was still duality related, to experiencing and knowing. But the knowing will be from the heart of the soul within you, nothing to do with the physical you, your mind, your intellect, and your feelings and emotions. Here is where you have no words to explain what is happening anymore, but where you follow the divine, your teacher, the peacemaker and peacekeeper, and the teachings implicitly, with every thought, word, and deed. Here is where you start learning not to walk with God, because then there still would be you and two, but walking inside God and being inside the eternal heart. Not you worshipping Him, but He worshipping Himself and His creation through you. You need to vanish inside His inner prayer and silent meditation, and being or better said, His word, so to speak. This is the constant rehearsal, learning to be one with Him, and the preview of His soul that is within you reuniting with Himself, or in other words, the source, the divine or God. This will be one day the ending of the real fairy tale, where they happily lived ever after. This is the real heartwarming story of changing your heart.